What's up, YouTube? Back on Monday night with another Forex analysis. Again, we're just gonna go through all the pairs, see if there's anything interesting set it up, and then also wanted to point out a trade that I did end up taking yesterday. I didn't include in yesterday's video because I kind of realized it after the fact, but we'll get there. Let's just start out with the dollar index. Okay. It looks like it's heading back upwards. I guess we have to wait and see if it resumes off this here. Um, Makes the resumption higher, but I guess we'll see. S&P still hanging out over there. Probably drawing a line right here. Something to look out for. US dollar, Mexican peso. Right to move this support line, but it hasn't resumed down yet. So we'll stick out of there. US dollar, Japanese yen. Down here yesterday, and then we had this huge spike up today. A spike at about 90 pips. Quite a bit. We're back in this trend line. So far, it hasn't seemed like we had any real successful breaks of this trend line. Guess we'll have to see what happens here. Honestly, if anything, I might look for a chance to go short on this. Once it gets around here, around this intersection point. But I guess we'll have to also take a look at the DXY, see what it's doing around that same time. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of just bottoming out over here, but again, only time will tell. One, nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. New Zealand US dollar. All right, okay. Yesterday we broke up here, and we went up here during overnight, and during North America session, went all the way back down. Now it is resuming higher. Oh, is that considered a trade I want to take? Talking about 80 pips. Let's see. Nothing over here. Where the last one peaked out at. Out here, here, and here. And touched it over here. Look, we still need to break out of this resistance zone. With such large moves like that, I'm not really comfortable taking a trade. See, right around there. Where does that put us? Oh, that puts us right there. Okay. So, yeah, we'll wait and see on this one. Move it off this. We don't know. Nothing might happen soon there. Dollar Japanese yen had this huge move up. Had a flag pattern here. Maybe that's there. But we missed that move. Nothing we can do about that. Another huge move. Nothing to do there. Section here above. Guess we'll see if it retests. Now, all the New Zealand pairs are up big. Greater British Pound, US dollar. The huge retest candle or breakdown candle. Stay away. Greater British Pound, Japanese yen. You're now back at around this resistance level. Slight upward trend. I guess we'll see if it breaks. If not, we'll probably try to take a short the downside here. Yeah. We'll probably look for a short to the downside, see if it gets back down to this range. Here to here. Okay, that's a 34 pips. Loss for about 100 plus pips on the upside. Look at that later. British pound, Zealand dollar. Again, it's just falling straight back down to this trend line. Nothing deep for us there. Nothing there. There's some sort of support here. Can't really tell. Back further. Yeah, there's really nothing clear. So just stick away from that. Roughly the same thing for this one. This could be considered a local support, but I don't like it, so away. Euro US dollar. Nothing interesting. Euro Japanese yen. Up into resistance. Looks like it's sort of stuck in a range. So we'll take a look at that probably later tonight. I don't want to take too many trades on the short side. So I'll just mark all of them and then I'll make a decision of which one I want to take later, if any at all. British pound, there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Now we came back up here. We were hanging out here, now we're back up here. All the Japanese yen pair, huh? Except for this one. Interesting. I'll just mark it off and I'll review it again later. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Nothing too interesting actually. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Let's see. Yeah, nothing really interesting unless we get a retest here. Australian dollar, US dollar. Nothing too interesting there. Yeah. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. We're really coming down. We broke down below the support line. We get a retest and resumption down. That's the short to take right there. Looks like we have plenty of room to move down here. Potentially up to 200 pips. But we'll wait for the retest. New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, Japanese yen, my bad. We'll see if it clears that level. Australian dollar, Swiss franc broke out of this trend line. of this wedge pattern. So I guess we'll see if it gets retest and resumes up, and then we got to see how it ends up reacting there. Um, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. I did end up taking a trade here yesterday. I didn't have this resistance line in here yesterday, but last night I ended up drew it in after the recording, and then decided to take a short right here to the downside. I think, and then I did end up selling out of the position. I sold out like around here, 27 pip profits. Not much, but it honestly didn't feel like it was gonna go higher than that. If anything, I would have probably stopped out at break even right here, anyways. So, but nothing to do there anymore. But that's pretty much it. Couple pairs to look at. Got to make a decision if I want to take a trade on any of these. Looks like most of the Japanese yen pairs are end up shorting, except for yeah, most likely to end up taking one of these pairs to short. This one, I think is gonna go make its way back up to this range. Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to. I'll sit on it, but I don't think I'm gonna take a trade here. This Swiss franc Japanese yen. Um, nothing's gonna develop here. They might provide us an entry during North American session here. It breaks down here, and then the European session. It comes back to retest, and then during North American session, it resumes back down. Something to look out for there. So watch that out. Watch out for that tomorrow morning. Probably not gonna take a trade on this. It comes down to Euro Japanese, British Pound Japanese, New Zealand CAD once again. If we get a retest during the Europe session and resumption up during the North American session, that's an entry. This New Zealand dollar pairs for later. Probably not going to trade on this. We're down to these two. Oh, most likely I might look just from the looks alone. Probably better off taking this trade to the short side. I don't know. I'll sit on it a bit and probably make a decision later tonight. But that is pretty much it for today. Once again, month is almost over. You guys wanted me to post more analysis updates pretty often or progress updates on my account. So hit the like button and let me know down in the comments.